Pioneer fans, Pioneer Women's Junior Varsity Basketball is live and on the air. Live here at the main gym at Pioneer High School, where it is your Pioneer Women's Junior Varsity basketball team as they take on the Skyline team. So crosstown rivalry renewed, Pioneer versus Skyline, as we're counting down about 2 minutes and 40 seconds before we get going. Following this, we'll have the varsity squads as they will battle between each other, as it is 2-7 Pioneer at the varsity level versus 5-4 Skyline. I don't have the MHSA homepage doesn't have on the scores the JV, so I don't know exactly what the JV scores are, but it's always a good game between these two squads. So we're looking forward to it. As taking a look, by the way, the head coach of Skyline at the JV level is Steve Strauss. Interesting enough, Carson Strauss played for Pioneer. So Steve, someone I know from my day job, a very good gentleman, but it is funny that he had a kid who played for Pioneer. He's back, but he's back wearing that Skyline blue, as it's him and then Dave Braybeck, the coaches for Skyline. The coaches for Pioneer, Johnny Lee is the JV coach for Pioneer. So that's at the junior varsity level. Let's play just a couple quick messages from the MHSAA, and then we'll get going. The officials are here, and we're ready to get going. Pioneer will be in their home whites with the Pioneer and block lettering on the front, numbers in purple on the front and back, and the white shorts. And then Skyline is going to be in their darker jerseys, dark blue out there. They're in warm-ups right now. But we'll see exactly what those tops look like. They do have the Skyline and block lettering, numbers in light blue on the front and back, light blue across the shoulders, and then the dark blue pants out there. So let's play a couple messages from the MHSAA, and we will head back as we will have the starting of the JV contest.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
As we are about to get going here, the clock has hit triple zeros. They now have 8 minutes up on the clock. As Michael, the public address announcer, welcoming everybody. I believe, take a look, I know that's Johnny Lee over there for Pioneer. I believe the assistant coach, is that Asaria Turman? I believe it might be former player, fantastic player. She played for Concordia as well. If it is not, I apologize, but CTN will have the varsity contest as well. Typically, they'll have that tomorrow morning out on their YouTube channel. So if you watch and you want a little different perspective, different broadcast out there, you can certainly check out CTN. They always do a fantastic job. We're about to get this junior varsity contest going as... in there, ready to get Braybeck in to take the opening tip. On the other side is Anderson. Ball ready, that tipped up, controlled by Skyline. Bringing ahead down the near side is Tuzik. Tuzik on the near wing, hands it off. That picked up over by Brzani. Brzani comes over onto the far wing. Now on the block is Brzani being watched back over there by McVicker. Brzani hands it off, now trying to come down that into the near corner. Shot there as that came off the rim by Strauss coming up the other direction. Here comes Wernemout. Wernemout has it down the far wing. Wernemout bounce pass into the far corner. That put up by Anderson, fell off the rim, come down and able to pick it up. Here comes Skyline the other direction. Rink with it, scoreless so far. 7:24 left to go here in the first. As that's gathered up, Brzani puts it into the near corner. Fired up, and that rolled off the rim as Brayback had it. Goes out of bounds. That is going to be Skyline ball. 7:12 left to go. Baseline right, that inbounded, trying to work her way into the paint. And dished off back there by Tuzik. Now on to the near wing, trying to work her way in is Giannis. Up and underneath, that fired in by Tuzik. So Tuzik has her first points of the game, and it's 2-0. Skyline over Pioneer. Control brought ahead by Anderson. Full court pressure. Wernemout coming up the near side of the court, as that will be a whistle. Timeout call as Coach Lee wants to talk things over. As a quick full court pressure by Skyline caused Pioneer some issues, as I don't think they were expecting that, and just trying to bring it up over the timeline before they have a turnover. So both these squads talking things over early, up 2-0. Skyline with the lead. Pioneer going from right to left here in the opening quarter. Folks coming in for the JV contest. We do have a good crowd here. We're expecting a bit better crowd coming up for the varsity, of course. Looking to inbound McVicker on the far sideline. Gets it inbounded for Pioneer. Now coming up with it. It's Hartley. Hartley down the near side of the paint. Hartley trying to put it up. That got blocked. Hartley gets it from the free throw line. That put up. Wouldn't go by McVicker. Pulled down. McVicker gets it top of the key. McVicker comes over down the near side of the paint. She ends up down on the court. Whistle blown. So DeBenedict picks up her first foul. Pioneer will inbound baseline left as McVicker will inbound. McVicker. And to get it high up over. That picked up by Wernemout, working her way around the arc. Wernemout. Top of the key, now moves it over onto the far side, over to Anderson. Anderson puts up the three off the back of the rim. Pulled down by McVicker. McVicker kicks it back out onto the far wing. There's a three up and in, fired up by Anderson. And that was a long two for Anderson. So we'll come and put that in. So 2-2 is the score at 6:05. Skyline has it, and that was a foot out of bounds. That will be a turnover over to Pioneer. 6:02 left to go here in the first. 2-2 is our score. Pioneer and inbound by McVicker on the near sideline. Wernemout comes over midcourt. Wernemout gets it back on the near wing, puts up a three off the back of the rim, trying to pull it down. That track down, headed the other direction is Skyline, as that's brought ahead by Tuzik. Tuzik, who has Skyline's only points, gets it over to Brzani. Brzani, top of the key. Now Brzani hands it off, working her way around is Giannis. Giannis down the paint. Giannis puts it up with the right hand, off the glass. That pulled down, headed the other direction is Anderson for Pioneer. Anderson working into the near wing. Anderson picks up the dribble, gets it top of the key. McVicker for three, as that hits off the front of the rim, out of bounds. That's going to be Skyline ball with 5:27 left to go here in the first. Skyline inbounds as that's brought ahead by Brzani. Pressure in the backcourt by McVicker on Brzani as Brzani gets over midcourt. Brzani over on the near wing, over to DeBenedict. DeBenedict puts it into the far corner, working her way down. It's Tuzik. Tuzik puts it up and in to Tuzak. Has 4 points, all 4 of Skyline's points. 5:03 left to go here in the first. Ball out of bounds. Pioneer to inbound on the far sideline. McVicker with that inbound pass. McVicker Gets that into Hartley. Hartley brings it over midcourt for Pioneer. Hartley onto the near wing. Picks up the dribble. Gets it over to Wernemount on the far wing. Wernemount comes just out to the blockades. Now over on the near wing. Hartley with it. Hartley back. Top of the key over for McVicker. McVicker comes over to the far sideline. McVicker works her way down the baseline. McVicker in the paint. Kicks it back off. That put up off the back of the rim over there by Anderson, but pulled down by Wernemount. Wernemount gets it to Hartley, who puts up a shot off the side of the rim. Hartley gets her own rebound, but that wouldn't go. Here comes Skyline the other direction. They have the 2-point lead. Into the near corner goes Tuzik. Tuzik into the paint. That put up wouldn't go off the rim and fell off the near side by De Benedict. Pulled down by Wernemount as Pioneer has it. Wernemount stolen away. Coming in as Giannis puts it up and puts it in. So Giannis with the steal. That is 6-2. Skyline over Pioneer. McVicker inbound, stolen away by Skyline in the paint, up and in, as that was Tuzik with her 6-point, and it's 8-2. Skyline has the lead on Pioneer. McVicker looking to get it inbounded. That comes over off of, picked up, and Hartley gets it over to Wernemount. Wernemount trying to get over midcourt. Wernemount now coming down the far sideline. Gets it over to Anderson. Anderson at tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay Pioneer ball with 3:34 left to go here in the first. As Fortini to inbound on the far sideline. Fortini gets it in and handed off by Rink over to Fortini. Fortini over onto the near wing to Wernemount. Wernemount coming down the near side of the paint. Bounce pass on the baseline to Rink. Wernemount gets it back. Now top the key. Over on the far side is Fortini down the baseline. Up. That spins off the side of the rim. Falls down and out of bounds. That ball is going to be Pioneer on the inbound. Fortini to inbound on the near sideline. 3:16 left to go. Fortini looking to find a way in. That got tipped away. It's Anderson trying to get to it. That went out of bounds. That's going to stay Pioneer ball. Anderson to inbound baseline left is watching her is Braybeck. Braybeck trying to make it difficult now. Wernemount in the near corner. Wernemount gets it. Rink puts up a three off the back of the rim. Would not go. That pulled down over there by Waters. Now stolen away by Wernemount. Wernemount gets it back over to Fortini. Fortini straight up, just inside of the blockades. Moves it over to Rink. Rink gets it to Williams. Williams over to Fortini now trying to get it down the baseline. That knocked away, headed the other direction. Skyline, Bazzani has it. As over, Bazzani has it over midcourt. Bazzani for Skyline. Comes top of the key, trying to feed it over to Waters on the near wing. Now racing down the baseline is Giannis. Knocked away. Picked up there is Waters. Sends it over onto the far wing. Gathered up by Bazzani. Bazzani dribbles to her left. Coming down into the far corner. Thought about a three-point opportunity, but now Pana sends it over. Foul. So Rink picks up her first foul. First foul by Pioneer. That should be 1-1. Waters to the line. Spins the ball, bends the knees, eyes the rim, puts it up, puts it in. First point for Waters. She has one. That makes it 9-2 Skyline. Waters trying to make it an even 8-point lead. One more coming. Waters again bends the knees, spins the ball, eyes the rim, puts it up off the front of the rim. That pulled down by Rink, so it stays 9-2. Skyline with the lead. Rink coming down the far sideline. Rink dishes it off. Fortini coming down the baseline. Up as that rims around and out, but a foul called. Bazzani picks up the foul. 2 on Skyline, 1 on Pioneer for the fouls. Fortini to the line. Fortini spins the ball, eyes the rim, puts it up, puts it in. Fortini with her first shot, or her first points of the game. 6-point lead by Skyline. Fortini trying to get it down to a 5-point lead. Wernemount goes for a breather. McVicker back in and put up. Fortini hits it. She hits both. So she has 2 points. That makes it 9-4. Skyline with the lead. 2:09 left to go here in the first. Now coming ahead with it, DeBenedict puts it into the near corner. Grabbing it is Panal. That up high off the glass, rattle around in home. I believe that was DeBenedict who put it in. So that's her first points of the game, makes it 11-4. Pioneer quickly the other direction is trying to fire that up was Williams. Ball came off the glass. Now picking up the other direction is Bazani. Right over center court. Kicks it over to Giannis. Giannis on that far wing, being watched by Fortini. Into the far corner is Waters. Waters trying to hand it off. That rims out as that was a good shot by DeBenedict that wouldn't go down. Fortini bring it ahead for Pioneer with 1:23 left to go. Fortini over midcourt. That gathered up by Hartley on the near sideline. Hartley bounce pass over to Fortini just inside the blockades. Now over to Rink on the far sideline. Back over to McVicker. McVicker just off the three-point line. Over to Fortini on the near wing. Sires it over to Hartley. Hartley comes over, hands it off to McVicker. Now she moves it over to Fortini on the near wing. Trying to get it back to McVicker in the paint. McVicker gets it over to Fortini from the free throw line, but that is going to be a travel, as that will be Skyline's ball, 11-4. Skyline with the lead with 56.3 seconds left to go here in the first. Skyline to inbound, baseline left as that's Tuzak to inbound. Full court pressure by Pioneer as Skyline gets it into Giannis. Giannis comes over midcourt. Giannis on the blockades, looks over to her left. Giannis bounce pass over onto the near wing, over to DeBenedict. DeBenedict now kicked up top of the key over to Tuzek. In, put up and in. That's DeBenedict who puts it in. She has 4 points now out of Skyline's 13. 13-4, 9-point lead for Skyline as Rink brings it over midcourt for Pioneer. Gets it over for Fortini on the far wing. McVicker centered up, puts it up for three. That off the rim, pulled down by Skyline as that's Waters headed the other direction with 17 seconds left to go in the first. Waters over midcourt, down on the far sideline. It's put up, trying to fire it in is DeBenedict. Whistle blown at 9.4 seconds left to go. In the act of shooting. So DeBenedict to the line. First one up off the side of the rim. Would not go. That is going to be a foul on Burghardt. One more shot coming for DeBenedict. She has an opportunity to get to 14 points for Skyline. That would give them an even 10-point lead over Pioneer. DeBenedict puts it up and puts it in as she has 5 points. Is there a lane violation on that first one? Didn't think it was a 3-point. It might have been a 3-point foul. Forgive me. That up and rims off to the near side. Pulled down by McVicker. 14-4. Skyline with the lead. 5 seconds left to go in the first. Rink trying to get it into the far corner. That just a little above Anderson's reach. 2.1 seconds left to go here in the first. It's going to be Skyline's ball as they'll inbound baseline left. Pioneer with full court pressure. That ball sent out, bringing it down Skyline. That will do it for the first. At the end of one, it is Pioneer 4, Skyline 14. We'll play a few messages from the MHSA and be back with your second quarter action.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
8 minutes up on the clock as we head into the second. 14-4, Skyline with the lead. McVicker to inbound. Rink brings it ahead onto the near wing. Over to Fortini for a long two-pointer. Fortini fires that in. She has 4 points. That makes it 14-6. Skyline bringing it ahead as that's grabbed by Bazzani. Bazzani comes over onto the near wing. Bazzani being watched back out there by Anderson. Gives it top of the key over to Braybeck. Braybeck over onto the near wing. Working away Giannis. Giannis trying to come to the near elbow. Put up by Braybeck off the front of the rim. And pulled down. Here comes Pioneer as McVicker gets it, but that's stolen away up and just a little too strong by Giannis. Here comes Pioneer the other direction. Rink over midcourt. Rink gets it over on the far sideline to Williams. Williams trying to work her way around, trying to find a place to go with it. Puts it into the far corner. And out of bounds. That is going to stay. Pioneer ball is McVicker. Will inbound, baseline left. With 7:14 left to go. That tipped away from Fortini. And it's going to be off of Giannis. Pioneer to inbound again is McVicker being guarded by Braybeck, who is quite tall. Trying to get that in as now Burkhart trying to pull that away. That's going to be a jump ball. Skyline making it really difficult for Pioneer to get the ball in. Possession arrow points Skyline's way, so that will be Skyline's ball, baseline left. Giannis to inbound as Giannis looks over, 14-6. Skyline with the lead. Now Braybeck arches it over, trying to get it. That's stolen away. Here comes Anderson for Pioneer. Anderson into the far corner. Anderson dishes it back over to Rink. Rink over down the near side, coming down the baseline is McVicker. That knocked away. Skyline with it as that's Tuzik. Tuzik over to Bazzani. Bazzani onto the near wing. Grabbed by Giannis, tipped away. Burkhart trying to get to it. That ball will go out of bounds. It's going to stay Skyline ball. 6:46 left to go here in the second. 14-6 Skyline with the lead. Skyline will inbound baseline right. Wernemout comes back in. She gives Rink a breather. All inbounded to Braybeck. Braybeck moves it over as that a shot by Giannis goes just wide to the near side. Out of bounds. So couldn't hit rim as that will be Pioneer's ball. Pioneer to inbound baseline right. McVicker with the inbound pass. McVicker gets it over now, racing ahead with it is Anderson. Anderson moves it over to Williams. Williams, top of the key, now over to Wernemout for three. Wernemout hits it. Wernemout with her first points of the game, and that makes it 14-9, 5-point lead for Skyline as Bazzani brings it over midcourt for Skyline. And with 6:22 left to go, and handed off, but that's going to be a carry. So trying to get it over to Giannis from Bazzani, and that results in a carry. That will be Pioneer's ball. 6:19 left to go here in the second. Pioneer down by 5. McVicker with the inbound on the near sideline. Gets that over to Williams. Williams and brought down the far side. Trying to fire it up was Anderson. Caught underneath, and that is going to end up being Skyline ball as Skyline will inbound baseline left. 6:13 left to go here before halftime. Bazzani brings it up over the blockades, over midcourt. Over onto the near wing is to Benedict. Back top of the key to Braybeck into the far corner. And back over to Bazzani. Bazzani steps back right at the blockades, trying to avoid pressure by Wernemout. Now into the near corner, trying to work her way down is Tuzik. Tuzik kicks it over onto the near wing. Now trying to work her way in. That put up high off the glass by Giannis. Pulled down. Good rebound by Williams. Here comes Pioneer the other direction as Anderson feeds it ahead. Wernemout into the far corner. Wernemout Now dishes off to Burkout. Now over onto the far wing for Anderson. Anderson over to Wernemount, working her way right in front of the Skyline bench. 5:28 left to go. Wernemount hands it off over to Anderson. Anderson over on the near wing. That's McVicker with it. Trying to get it underneath, is firing it underneath to Anderson. That ball loose, picking it up Williams. Gets it back right at the top of the key to McVicker, and that is going to go. That's going to be a Pioneer foul. That will be Skyline's ball. That ball over midcourt. Skyline with it. DeBenedict working away on the near wing. Now moves it over to Brazzani. Getting it back down. That put up by DeBenedict. Wouldn't go. Rebound by Brabeck. Now that fired all the way out. Kick top of the key into the far wing. Fired up, and that just a little short by Giannis. Pulled down. Here comes Pioneer. Headed the other direction is Anderson. Anderson down the far sideline. Anderson has that tipped away. That will remain Pioneer ball with 4:41 left to go before halftime. 5-point lead by Skyline, 14-9. As Williams to inbound on the far sideline. Williams bounce pass. Gets that over to Anderson. Anderson, top of the key. Trying to get it to Wernemount. That knocked away by Brabeck. Jump ball is racing in there. Was Anderson trying to pull that away? Turns out to be a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing Pioneers' way. Rink will inbound. Baseline left. As Rink gets it back over to Wernemount. Wernemount puts it up. That rims out, trying to pull it down. Now Rink trying to put it up, didn't have quite enough on it. And fired up and in. As that was a good job by Williams to put that up and in. Williams with her first points of the game. That makes it 14-11. Skyline with the lead. Now back onto the near wing, stolen away by Wernemount. Wernemount heads the other direction for Pioneer. Over midcourt, Wernemount down on the far sideline, hands it off. Anderson with it. Anderson heading into the far corner, dishes it off. That put up, blocked. As Wernemount put it up, couldn't get everything on it. That is going to be Pioneer to inbound the ball underneath their own basket, baseline left. 3:59 left to go here in the second. 3-point lead for Pioneers. They got it down to a 14-11 lead. Skyline has had the lead all game long. Wernemount from three. She hits it. Wernemount with her second three-pointer of the game. She has 6. That ties it up at 14 apiece. First time we've had it tied since the opening. Timeout called as Coach Strauss wants to talk it over on the sideline. Pioneer was down by as much as 10. They have it tied up 14 apiece with 3:46 left to go. Let's play a little push on to try and keep this push going for Pioneer. 3:46 left to go here before halftime. 14-14 is the score. Pioneer has a single foul in this quarter. Skyline no longer with the foul, and this year and last year started last year with resetting those fouls at the end of each quarter as opposed to at the end of each half. Pioneer breaks the huddle, heads out as Fortini, Rink. It's going to be Anderson, Wernemount, and Burkhart out there for Pioneer. Skyline still huddled up as they're going to break the huddle now and head in. And Skyline will inbound on the near sideline. Bazzani coming in to inbound. DeBenedict gets the inbound pass. DeBenedict, game tied up, gets it over back to Bazzani. Bazzani from the blockades. Bazzani trying to get it off DeBenedict, now into the near corner. Holding it in there is Tuzik. Gets it back over to DeBenedict. Top of the key, over for Giannis. Giannis into the near elbow, trying to fire it into the paint. That's it right back over to Tuzik. Now working her way all the way into the far corner is Waters. Waters gets it, top of the key, that over to Giannis now from the near corner. That shot fell away, no good for Tuzik. Here comes Pioneer with their opportunity to take their first lead of the game with 3:07 left to go before halftime. As Fortini hands it off, and Wernemout gets it over into the near corner. That put up off the rim, falling off to the far side as that was Rink's three. Now that put up and in. A shot by Fortini. That's going to be a 3 for Fortini, as she has 7 points. And Pioneer now has a 17-14 lead. Full court pressure as bringing ahead. Skyline has it. DeBenedict tipped away, and that's going to be Pioneer's ball. Is excellent job by Rink to flash in the way and cause that lack of concentration. 2:36 left to go here in the second. 17-14 Pioneer with their first lead of the game. Trying to extend that lead before going to halftime in 2 minutes 36 seconds. There's Rink. Inbound on the near sideline, gets it Hartley, back to Rink. Rink over midcourt. Rink over to Fortini on the far sideline. Fortini now moves it over to Holtz. Holtz, top of the key, over on the far sideline. Hartley with it. Hartley has that stolen away, headed the other direction. Giannis comes to the top of the key, down the near side of the paint. Now dishes it off over on the far side to Braybeck, and that goes out. Off of Pioneer, though, that will be Skyline's ball. 2:14 left to go here in the second. 17-14 Pioneer with the lead. Skyline shot from the near elbow as that goes out of bounds. Right, ooh, did not tip back in, but Pioneer with it. Here comes Fortini up the court for Pioneer. They have the 3-point lead with 2 minutes left to go before halftime. And a shot by Rink, just a little long. Hartley tracks it down, stepping out of bounds. That's going to be Skyline's ball with 1:46 left to go here before halftime. Giannis to inbound, baseline left for Skyline. Little full court pressure for Pioneer, trying to move it over. Is Berzani, stolen away. Here comes Rink the other direction for Pioneer. Down the far side of the paint, up off the glass and in. Rink with her first points of the game. That makes it a 5-point lead for Pioneer, 19-14. Full court pressure continues for Pioneer. Trying to work her way through it as Giannis moves it over to Berzani. Berzani gets it back onto the near wing. Long two-pointer, that rims off, but put up as Giannis was bumped as she was going to the rim. That will be a foul. Second foul on Pioneer this quarter. To the line. Fouled in the active shooting is going to be Giannis. Giannis puts up the first shot and off the back of the rim. Falls away. One more coming for Giannis. Giannis trying to get an even 15 for, we'll get it 2-15 for Skyline and get this down to a 4-point game. Up and in. Giannis now has 3 points on the game. A foul. Pioneer picks up the foul on the free throw. It's going to be a foul on Anderson, her first foul of the game. Pioneer with 3 fouls, Skyline with none, as Skyline with the ball. Trying to flip it back over. Tusic gets it over onto the far side now. Here comes Berzani. Berzani trying to lift it off. That tip down, loose in the paint. Trying to pull it up. That put up off the underside of the rim, and then up and in by Giannis. Giannis now has 5 points, and it is 19-17. 2-point game. Pioneer with the lead with 1:01 left to go here before halftime. Fortini has it just on the blockades. Fortini moves it over to Anderson. Anderson coming down the far sideline. And they'll call a foul. Brayback picks up the foul. 3 fouls for Pioneer, 1 for Skyline with 52 seconds left before halftime. McVicker on the far sideline gets it. Fortini for three. Oh, rims off the front, the back of the rim. Wouldn't go. Hartley trying to pull it down, but that grabbed. Here comes Skyline quickly ahead, trying to move it over to Tusick into the near corner. That goes out. That will be Pioneers' ball with 39.8 seconds left to go. It was a long pass to Tusick, and she just couldn't hang on. So McVicker will inbound baseline right. McVicker gets it into Fortini down the near side of the court. That fired ahead, racing over Holtz. Holtz onto the near wing, fired up for three. That by Anderson came off the glass to the far side. Now the other direction. Here comes Bazzani. Bazzani moves it over to DeBenedit as there is a travel called. Pioneer ball. 24.6 seconds left to go before halftime. McVicker to inbound on the near sideline, being watched back over there by Bazzani. Gets it into the backcourt over to Hartley. Hartley picks up the dribble, and that will be a travel as she picked up the dribble but accidentally drugged the foot. That is going to be Skyline's ball. They're down by 2 with 21.6 seconds left to go. A series of turnovers here, giving both teams a chance to close things out. Bazzani moves it back over to Giannis, gets it back. Now Braybeck fires it over to DeBenedit, but Benedict puts it up. That rolled off the back of the rim, the front of the rim, pulled down. Here comes Pioneer the other direction. Fortini gets it ahead. Now here comes Holtz over midcourt. 2 seconds left to go. And pulled away by Skyline, fired all the way down. The final score at halftime, not the final total, but at the end of the first half, it is 19-17. Pioneer with the 2-point lead. They were down by 10 at the end of one. So let's take a look at who has scored what for both of these squads. Leading all scores is Fortini, as she had 2 free throws, a 2-pointer, and a 3-pointer for 7 points. Wernemount has 6 points on 2 3-pointers, 2 points for Rink, 2 points for Anderson, 2 points for Williams. On the other side for Skyline, 5 points for Giannis, 5 points for DeBenedit, 6 points for Tuzek, and 1 point for Walter. And that's where we're at, 19-17. Pioneer with the lead. We'll step away, play a few messages from the MHSA. We'll be back with your second half action. And following this, the varsity contest between Pioneer women's varsity basketball and Skyline will happen just after this game, right around 7 o'clock or so. Let's be right back. Step away for a moment.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which could only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
are live here from the main gym at Pioneer High School, where it is Pioneer women's junior varsity basketball taking on Skyline. It was 14-4. Skyline had the lead at the end of one. It ended up 19-17 at the end of two. So Pioneer scoring 15 points in the second quarter. Celine scoring 3. That's the big story thus far of the game. Skyline, excuse me. Skyline is looking to have a big third, just like they had the first. Pioneer trying to keep the momentum going their way. We have about a minute left to take a look. The fouls that I have, again, these are all unofficial. One foul for Burkhart for Pioneer, one foul for Rink, one foul for Anderson. I'm not sure if I didn't hear any others. On the other side, Bazzani has a foul. De Benedict has a foul, and Braybeck has a foul out there. Again, the points leading all point scorers for Teeny for Pioneer has 7 points, 6 points for Warnemount on 2 3-pointers, 2 points for Williams, 2 points for Anderson, and 2 points for Rink. On the other side, it is 6 points for Tuzek, and then that is on 3 2-pointers. Then De Benedict and Giannis both have 5 points on 2 2-pointers and a free throw, and then Walters has 8 points. That's where we're at. 19-17 as these two squads gathered together across the way. Pioneer in their home whites. Purple numbers on the front and back block lettering for Pioneer on the front. Skyline is in their dark blue jerseys with the white and the light blue trim. Skyline on the front in block lettering. Numbers in light blue on the front and back. As McVicker comes over to inbound, over on the near sideline. McVicker gets it into Warnemount right at half center court. Warnemount coming over on the near side, hands it off over to Anderson, over onto the far side. Coming down the baseline is McVicker. McVicker spins that, tipped and out. Skyline able to knock it away, but that should be Pioneer's ball, baseline right. 7:49 left to go here in the third. McVicker looking to get it inbound, that over to Hartley. Hartley puts up long 2. That falls off this side of the rim over to the near side, out of bounds. That will be Skyline's ball. They have an opportunity to tie it up or take the lead with the 3-pointer. 19-17 is our score. Bringing it ahead is Tusick. Over center court, being watched there by Warnemount. Tusick gets it over onto the far wing, working her way. And grabbed by Hall now. Now trying to work her way down. Tusick down the baseline, pulled away by McVicker. McVicker over to Warnemount. Warnemount down the near side. Gets it ahead now. Anderson puts it up. That hit off the glass, off the side of the rim, pulled down by Braybeck. That is going to be Pioneer's ball as Braybeck stepped on the line. Little confusion there. Pioneer's ball. McVicker gets it in underneath, trying to put it up. Anderson, that knocked away, heading the other direction. And to work her way down was Hallnall. That is going to be Pioneer's ball as McVicker has it on the far sideline. Over to Warnemount. Warnemount on the blockades. Warnemount hands it off over to Anderson. Anderson over on the far sideline. McVicker has it right in front of her own bench, trying to get it into the paint to Anderson. That knocked away. Tied up, jump ball. That is going to be Skyline's ball. Possession arrow pointing their way. De Benedict, the inbound baseline right, gets that into Tusick. Tusick taking her time, coming up. Right up the center of the court, Tusick working against Warnemount. Gets it over onto the near wing, that over to Waters. Waters, top of the key, over onto the far sideline. Trying to move it over is Tusick. Now on the near wing, dished off. Top of the key, tipped away, coming in. Foul called is going to put it up. De Benedict fouled underneath. She'll go to the line in the act of shooting. That is going to be Burkhart's second foul for Pioneer, first foul of the quarter.
De Benedict at the line.
De Benedict shooting 2. Puts up the first Off the rim, off the front of the rim, falls off to the near side. One more coming. DeBenedict trying to get it down to a 1-point game. Burkhart comes out of the game with 2 fouls for Pioneer. DeBenedict bends the knees, puts it up. Off the back of the rim, trying to pull it down. Grab, Skyline with it as Waters trying to put it up from the baseline off the side of the glass. Still loose, trying to pick it up back underneath there. That is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow points Pioneers' way this time. 6:30 left to go here in the third. 19-17. Pioneer up by 2. Wernemout brings it up the center of the court. Right over midcourt. Wernemout now goes over to Hartley. Over right in front of her own bench on the far sideline. Back over to McVicker. McVicker over onto the near wing for Wernemout. Wernemout dribbles to her left. Gets it back to Hartley. Hartley over to Anderson on the far wing. Anderson bounce pass. Top of the key for Williams. Williams now over onto the near wing for Hartley. Hartley right to the free throw line to McVicker. McVicker backs up, gets a little room to work. Gets it over to Wernemout. Wernemout coming to the edge of the paint. That put up, blocked back over there. Williams trying to put it up. That knocked away. Out of bounds. It's going to be Pioneers' ball as that went off a Skyline. 5:57 left to go. Here in the third, quick shot by Hartley. That a little too strong. And trying to track it down and pulled down by DeBenedict. Here comes Skyline the other direction, down by 2. 5:48 left to go. Here in the third, as Waters over onto the near wing. Tuzak got it over to Waters. That loose. Wernemout gets the ball. Now ahead. Here comes McVicker. McVicker racing to the free throw line. Over to Wernemout on the near wing. 3-pointer off the front of the rim. And pulled down by Braybeck. Braybeck feeds it ahead for Skyline. Down by 2. 5:24 left to go. Here in the third. Double team, but able to get out of it. Skyline into the far corner. That fired up by Waters. Off the rim to the far side. Trying to put it up. Foul on Pioneer.
Pioneer foul number 14, Scarlett Williams.
So that's going to be Williams who picks up her first foul. Skyline inbounds over to Braybeck. Braybeck now into the near corner. Klein comes to the free throw line. Bounce pass on the far wing. Spinning with it, coming down the baseline. That tipped back by Tuzik. Now grab, trying to work her way through traffic. Klein moves it over and pulled down, stole away. Coming the other direction is Rink for Pioneer. On the near sideline, Rink trying to get it over. And McVicker comes just shy of the paint. Fired up by Rink for a 3-pointer. And just off to the near side. Out of bounds. That's going to be Skyline ball. 4:39 left to go here in the third. 19-17. And ball brought ahead by Skyline over midcourt. Tuzik with it. Tuzik working against Rink. Tuzik dribbles to their near side, gets it over to Waters. Waters trying to work her way from the near side to the far side. Now Klein into the far corner, gets that over to DeBenedict. DeBenedict over onto the near wing for Tuzik. Tuzik double team there, trying to dribble out of it. Tuzik bounce pass over to Braybeck. Braybeck puts it up for 3. That off the front of the rim, pulled down. Braybeck with her own rebound. Off glass, wouldn't go. But back up, rolled around. Tough luck misses for Skyline. Just wouldn't get inside the rim. And fired up from the far wing, up and in. That was Klein with it. And ties it up at 19 apiece with 3:49 left to go. Rink quickly the other way for Pioneer. That put up. Fell off to the far side, but a whistle blown.
Foul number 33.
It's going to be Waters with the foul.
Ball to the Pioneers. Now penalty 3 over 14.
Pioneer to inbound, baseline right. As Anderson to inbound. Being watched by Braybeck. And it gets over. Rink puts up a 3-pointer. That off. Falls off to the far side. Knocked away. Pioneer gets it back as McVicker over to Rink. Rink coming down the near side of the court. Over to Fortini. Fortini down the baseline on the near side. Up off glass. A little too strong. Fell off to the far side. That put up by Williams. Wouldn't go, but a whistle and a foul. 3:30 left to go here in the third. DeBenedict picks up her second foul, 2 on Pioneer in this quarter, 2 on Skyline. Williams at the line. Spins the ball, bends the knees, puts it up, puts it in. Nothing but net for Williams. She has 3 points, trying to get 4. Pioneer with a 1-point lead, trying to make it a 2-point lead. As Jabbar comes in for Skyline. Williams bends the knees, puts it up, and off the rim, off to the far side, and tracked down, picked up back over there by Jabbar. Over to Waters. Waters moves it ahead over to Tusick. Tusick, top of the key, gets it over to Jabbar. Jabbar trying to get it to the free throw line. That grabbed up by Tusick. Tusick, bounce pass on the near side to Waters. Waters back to Tusick. Tusick trying to step to the far elbow. Now kicks back over to Klein. Klein picked up her dribble. Back over. Tusick with it. Tusick working against Rink. And back over to Waters. Waters now underneath, trying to put it up over there. As Tusick got deep, pulled away. Here comes Pioneer. Fortini brings it in. Pioneer with the 20 to 19 point lead. Fortini trying to dish it off. Thought someone was going to cut towards the basket. Nobody home. That will be Skyline's ball with 2:45 left to go. 20 to 19. Pioneer with the 1-point lead. Tusick brings it up the center of the court. Tusick over midcourt, comes to the top of the key. Tusick gets it over onto the far corner, trying to work her way down is Klein, down the baseline. Klein, bounce pass over to Jabbar. Jabbar gets it back over on the far wing to Waters. Waters into the paint, over to Jabbar. Now over onto the near wing is Tusick. Tusick underneath the braid back, that off the side of the rim, falls off to the far side, but a whistle. That's going to be Jabbar with the foul. Pioneer with a 1-point lead and the ball as Rink gets over midcourt. Over to Anderson. Rink, top of the key. Over on the far wing to Fortini. That's going to be a travel. And it'll head back the other direction. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here in the third. 20 to 19. Pioneer with the lead. Here comes Tusick. Tusick over center court. Watched by Fortini. Tusick comes over to the far side. Now over onto the near wing. And for Waters. Waters trying to shake pressure to the free throw line. Knocked down. Picked up. Still battling. Out of bounds. It's going to continue to be Skyline's ball with 1 minute 54 seconds left to go. 1-point lead for Pioneer. Skyline trying to get the lead back in this possession. All inbounded over to Tuzak. Tuzak on the near wing. No Waters. Waters shifts it over to Rosen. Back over there. That was Maxine Rosen. Picked up by Maxine Rosen. Upward three. That one short. Gathered up by Anderson. The other direction over midfield. Pioneer 20 as that's fired up by Fortini. Rimmed. Looked like it was going down, but then popped right back out. As here comes Skyline the other direction, down by 1:22 left to go. Here in the third. And it's Tusick over onto the far wing, over to Maxine Rosen. Maxine Rosen into the far corner, that pulled away, grabbed back by Williams. Here comes Pioneer, but a whistle. Timeout called. 1:07 left to go here in the third. Pioneer 20, Skyline 19. Battle between these two JV teams. The varsity squads will be after this. Pioneer and Skyline battling at the women's varsity teams, probably about 7 o'clock or thereabouts. Let's play a quick message from the MHSAA. Hands it off to Anderson. Over on the far sideline is Williams. Now down on the baseline, trying to pull that away. Fired up by Anderson pulled down as not quite able to get to it is Shirk. Now the other direction. Here comes Tusick. Skyline down by a point. 44 seconds left to go in the third. Bounce pass now fired over top of the key for Waters. Into the paint now over on the near side. Tusick puts it up for a 1-2. Tusick. She has 8 points, and it's 21-20. Skyline with the lead. Pioneer moves the ball over. Williams, top of the key. Over to Fortini on the far wing. Fortini works her way to the top of the key. Loses an edge. Gets it back over to Rink. Rink over to Williams. Williams down the baseline, and that put up off the glass. Whistle blown. 12.3 seconds left to go here in the third. 21-20. Braybeck picks up the foul. That is her second foul. 2 on Pioneer, 4 on Skyline this quarter. Williams bends the knees, puts it up. Off the side of the rim, hit the glass and off to the far side. One more coming, trying to get this game all knotted up at 21 apiece. Williams spins the ball, puts it up, puts it in. We're all tied up, 21 apiece. Skyline bringing ahead with 10 seconds left to go in the third. Over onto the near wing. Waters trying to dish it off into the paint. Hold back, now over to Waters, takes a long 2. That blocked, but a whistle. That's going to be a foul with 1.8 seconds left to go. In the act of shooting, that should put Waters to the line, shooting 2, as she was just a step in from the three-point line. Up and in. Second point for Waters. One more coming for Waters. Got Skyline a 1-point lead, trying to make it a 2-point lead. Waters bends the knees, puts it up. Off the front, the back of the rim would not go. Picked up by Rink, and that will do it. At the end of 3, it is Skyline moved back into the lead, 22-21. Pioneer with only 2 points in that period. Skyline had a total of 5 points in the third, so lots of good defense. Hard-fought game back and forth in that third period. We'll play a quick message from the MHSA. We will be back with the all-important fourth quarter, and following that, we'll have the varsity contest between these two squads. You are watching Pioneer Women's Junior Varsity Basketball, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
As heading back out onto the court, both squads, Braybeck will inbound on the near sideline, right in front of us. Skyline has a 1-point lead and the ball as they inbound that. Working Tusick to the free throw line, trying to get it into the paint. Battle with that. There's DeBenedict. Ended up on the ground. That'll be a jump ball. Possession points Pioneers' way as McVicker will inbound baseline left. 7:50 left to go here in the fourth. Pioneer down by a point, 22-21. Wernerman over to Fortini. Now grabbed by Williams. Williams trying to get it down the baseline over to Wernerman. That out of bounds. That will go over to Skyline's way. They'll have the ball in the 1-point lead. 7:39 left to go. Bringing it is Tusick. Tusick up the middle. Over midfield. Tusick working against Fortini. Tusick. Looking for a place to go. Dishes it off, trying to get in underneath, trying to get it over to Braybeck. That pulled away. Rink has it down the near sideline. Rink trying to avoid a double team. Gets it over to Fortini. Fortini right over midfield. Fortini right on the block. Ace comes over onto the near wing. Fortini hands it off to Wernerman. Wernerman over to Williams. Williams into the far corner. That fired up by Rink. Three-pointer wouldn't go. Battle for it, trying to keep it in is Skyline. Now they have the ball. They headed the other direction with 7:03 left to go. Fired by Tusick. In along into the far corner. Sent back by Maxine Rosen. Put up, wouldn't go, as that's picked up by McVicker. McVicker over midcourt. McVicker trying to go the other way. That's going to be a kick ball. It's going to stay Pioneers ball with 6:42 left to go here in the fourth. 22-21, Skyline with the lead. Pioneer to inbound on the near sideline. Fortini gets that inbounded. Fortini gets it back. Comes over to the near elbow to the free throw line. And put up off glass. Trying to pull it down. Fired over onto the near side for Maxine Rosen. Picked up now. Grabbing it. Tusick. Over on the far sideline. As that's Waters with it. Waters gets it back. Now Braybeck on the side of the paint. Put up high by Tusick. That just off the rim, off to the near side. Out of bounds. Skyline maintains possession. 6:15 left to go here in the fourth. 1 point lead by Skyline. As DeBenedict puts it in. Knocked down by Rink. Moved over to Wernemount as Wernemount comes ahead with it. Wernemount over half court. Wernemount looking to her left, now comes over to the right. Wernemount hands it off. And picked up over to Hartley. Hartley trying to come down the baseline. Hartley loses the handle. Picked up going the other direction by Tusick. Tusick gets it over midcourt. Tusick picks it up. Moves it over to DeBenedict. DeBenedict works her way into paint. But a whistle and a foul. 5:49 left to go here in the fourth. Burkhart back in. She will give Williams a breather. Timeout called as they want to talk it over. Let's step away. Play a little bit of push on, and we'll be right back.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Waters into the paint, picks it up, now moves it over onto the near side. That fired up by Tusick. Wouldn't go. Rebound, pulled back down. This time by trying to pull that ahead was McVicker. That is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing Skyline's way with 5:30 left to go here in the fourth. Skyline with the score 22-21. Skyline with the lead. They arch it out over to Braybeck. Now pulling it back over is Tusick. Tusick gets it over to Waters. Underneath back to Tusick. Tusick puts it high up. That rolls off the glass. Put back up by Braybeck. Now pulled down by McVicker. Over onto the near wing. Fed ahead by Rink. But that pulled right back down. Here comes Skyline as they get it over to Braybeck. Top of the key. Now over onto the far wing for Maxine Rosen. Pulled down back over there by Braybeck. Gets it over to Waters. Waters fires it up. Just misses the rim, and that goes out of bounds. That will be Pioneers ball. 4:58 left to go here in the fourth. McVicker to inbound. Here comes Rink up the court for Pioneer. Fortini will check in at the next stoppage of play. Just under 5 minutes left to go. Coming along the far side, trying to work her way in was McVicker. Whistle blown. Maxine Rosen picks up her first foul. Pioneer inbound baseline right That got over Fortini for three, just a little strong. Pulled down back over there by DeBenedit, but then DeBenedit quickly moves it up down the far side. Tusick with it there. Tusick, top of the key. Tusick gets it over to Waters. Waters comes down the far side and pulled away. Here comes Pioneer and out of bounds. It's going to stay Pioneer ball. 4:27 left to go here in the fourth. 22-21. Skyline has the 1-point lead. Over midcourt, here comes Rink. Rink hands it off to Wernemout. Wernemout, that tipped away, battle for it, pulled back up, now headed the other direction. Tusak moves it over, gets it over to Iris Rosen. All over our wrist in front of the Skyline bench, now down the baseline, trying to work her way in is Iris Rosen. Pulled away, grabbed by Burkhart. Burkhart trying to get it over to Rink. Timeout called, 4:03 left to go here in the fourth, 22-21. Same score that it was at the end of the third. Same score as it is right now, as it's been a defensive third period and really fourth period as well here. Let's play a quick message from the MHSAA.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Rink gets it over to Burkhart. Now here comes Fortini. Fortini just outside the near elbow. Fortini works away around the three-point line. Now that dished off, trying to get to Williams, as that will, Wernemout able to hold it in. Wernemout comes top of the key. Gets it down the baseline, trying to move it over to Rink, but that one just out of a reach, out of bounds. That will be Skyline's ball. 3:39 left to go in the fourth. Skyline with the 1-point lead and the ball. Bringing it ahead is Tusick. Tusick over onto the far side. Tusick, bounce pass over to Waters. Waters gets it over to Brabeck. Now on that far wing, Tusick comes into the far corner. Trying to bounce past there. Here comes Pioneer the other direction. Rink has it stolen away. Rink has it down the far side of the paint. Spins with it, puts it up. Couldn't quite get everything on it. Brabeck holds down the rebound, headed the other direction. 3:10 left to go. Now DeBenedit, top of the key, puts it over into the far corner. Trying to work her way down. Whistle blown. That was Iris Rosen.
Ball goes out of bounds to Skyline.
Skyline with the ball, baseline left. They have the 1-point lead. And the ball inbounded to Brabeck. Brabeck now working her way into the paint, trying to fire it up over there is DeBenedit.
Jump ball.
Jump ball called, possession arrow points Pioneer's way. 2:55 left to go here in the fourth. Pioneer down by a point. Wernemout brings it up the middle of the court. Wernemout over midcourt. Wernemout comes over onto the near wing, hands it off, and flipped all the way over to Fortini. Ball loose in the paint. Picked up now, Fortini puts it up off glass, off to the near side, as that will be rebounded by Skyline with 2:36 left to go. Foul on Williams. Skyline to inbound, baseline right. Ball inbounded, pressure, full court pressure by Pioneer, and trying to knock it down. Brabeck with it. Brabeck in the backcourt, launches it ahead. That grabbed over by Tusick. Tusick down the paint. Tusick at the free throw line. Dishes it off to Waters. Pulled down by Wernemout. Wernemout gets it ahead. Now here comes Anderson over midcourt. Anderson over to Fortini. She puts it up with the right hand. Too strong, wouldn't go. Here comes Skyline back the other direction with the single point lead. Over midcourt with it is Tuzik. Skyline wants to talk it over with 2:03 left to go. Play a couple messages from the MHSAA.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
DeBenedict to inbound right in front of us. Skyline with the 1-point lead and the ball. 2:03 left to go. Tuzik has it as Tuzik bringing it down the near side onto the near wing. Fortini watching her. Flipped over to Waters. Waters just inside the blockades. Over on the far sideline with it is Pinal into the far corner. That blocked. Now here comes Wernemout the other direction. Wernemout down the near side. Wernemout over midcourt for Pioneer. Wernemout gets it over to Fortini. 1 minute 39 seconds left to go. Three-pointer by Rink. Wouldn't go. Rebound grab by Fortini down the side of the paint. She puts it up off glass. Wouldn't go. And a foul, though. Fortini will head to the line with an opportunity to get a 1-point lead. Fortini dribbles. Eyes the rim, puts it up off the back of the rim. Tough luck miss. One more coming. Fortini with an opportunity to tie the game now. Again, with 1 minute 32 seconds left to go. This is the same score as it was at the end of the third. So offense is kind of dried up for both of these teams. As Skyline had 14 points in the first, 3 points in the second. And so far they have 5 points. They had 5 points in the third. And that's where we stand. No points so far in the fourth. Pioneer had just 4 points in the first. They had 15 points in the second, by far their best period. And then between the second and the third, they had 2 points, and that is it. So 21-22. Skyline with the 1-point lead as the defenses have really taken over as the game has worn on. 92 seconds left on the clock. Both these squads talking with their coaching staff, trying to get the best out of the time remaining. Excited to be back with you. I know we had to take some time off. My wife had a couple back surgeries in a row, so I had to spend about a month and a half with her. But so excited to be back in the gym, back here with some winter sports with you folks. Very, very grateful. Now to the line. Fortini trying to get this game tied up. Bends the knees, puts it up off the near side, but that rebound by Pioneer. Fortini in the near corner. Fortini, 3-point try, up and in, as that was Anderson who puts in the three-pointer. She now has 5 points, and it's 24-22. Full court pressure for Pioneer in the Skyline backcourt, trying to bring it ahead over there as DeBenedict gets over midcourt. DeBenedict coming down the baseline, puts it up, but gets the foul. That goes a little strong off the glass, but DeBenedict to the line to get this game tied up. Anderson with her second foul. So, but DeBenedict, opportunity to tie this game up. First one is up off the back of the rim. One more coming. DeBenedict can get into a 1-point game. Free throws huge here towards the end of the game, always huge. Next one up and good. So DeBenedict has 6 points. That ball stolen away. Loose. Here comes Wernemout, though, the other direction. Pioneer stolen back. Wernemout on the near sideline. Gets it over to Fortini. Fortini for three. Off the back of the rim. Pulled down by Brayback. 55 seconds left to go. Wernemout trying to pull it away. That grab by Brayback. Brayback gets it over to Tusick. Full court pressure for Pioneer. Fortini trying to make it difficult for Tusick. Now Brayback. Wernemout trying to knock that away. Whistle blown. Timeout called by Skyline. Coach Strauss wants to talk things over. So that Pioneer defense really trying to have very tight coverage. 30-second timeout. 43.2 seconds left to go. 3 fouls on Pioneer, 2 fouls on Skyline. Now Pioneer 3 points in the fourth, 1 for Skyline. It's a 1-point game. The buzzer sounds. Pioneer breaks the huddle. Fortini, Wernemout, McVicker, Anderson, and Rink out there for Pioneer. Excuse me, on the other side, inbounding it is DeBenedict. Brayback out there, as well as Waters. DeBenedict moves it in. Brought ahead by Tusick. Pressure in the backcourt. 39 seconds left to go. Wernemout steals it away. Wernemout has it on the far sideline. Wernemout dribbling down with it. Wernemout gets it back, top of the key. Wernemout moves it over onto the near wing as that's over for Anderson. And a whistle blown, foul call. Pioneer to inbound, 21.5 seconds left to go, 1-point game. Pioneer with the lead as McVicker has it. McVicker trying to pull that away, and timeout called by Pioneer as they want to talk it over. As good defense by Skyline to smother the ball carrier on the near sideline. So both squads have had to call timeout to try and keep possession and get the most out of this last 16.2 seconds left to go. Well, it's always a great game between these two crosstown rivals, Pioneer and Skyline. Doesn't matter the record, doesn't matter the sport. These two squads like to play and like to win versus each other. Fantastic game so far. We will have the varsity contest between these two teams shortly following, about 15 to 18 minutes after this contest ends. A little Gary Glitter playing inside of here, trying to get everyone fired up. As the varsity squad sitting back behind the bench, watching the JV squads try and finish up this contest. 16.2 seconds left to go, fourth quarter. Pioneer with the ball, Rink to inbound, baseline right. Goodell watching Rink. Bounce pass over to Fortini. Fortini underneath the basket. Fortini will be fouled. Fortini with an opportunity to make it a 3-point game. Oh, sorry, not in the bonus. So that's McVicker with it. Inbounds baseline right. Now the grab by Fortini. She is fouled. That is going to be the 5th foul. That will put Fortini to the line. 5th foul in this quarter. Huge free throws here. Fortini toes the line. Dribbles the ball. Eyes the rim. Puts it up. Off the back, the front of the rim, falls away to the far side. Tough luck miss there as it just didn't want to go down. 1-point lead by Pioneer. Fortini looking to split the pair now. Trying to make it a full 2-point lead for Pioneer. Fortini puts it up, puts it in. That makes it 8 points for Fortini, 25-23. Waters bringing ahead for Skyline and picking up, trying to work over is Cadell. Ball on the ground, trying to get to it with 4.7 seconds left to go. Jump ball, possession of points Skyline's way. So Pioneer by 2, Skyline with 4.7 seconds left to go. Pioneer in the bonus, Skyline, 2 fouls, Pioneer fouls away from the bonus. So Skyline, not a lot of time, 4.7 seconds left. Ball inbounded, Waters trying to get the ball into the paint. That put up by Braybeck wouldn't go. And the Pioneer JV squad wins by a score of 25-23. As it was defense, the name of the game in the second half. In the entire second half, Pioneer only had 6 points, and Skyline in the entire second half had 6 points as well. So Pioneer with the win between these two squads. We will be back with your varsity action right after this in about 15 minutes. For my camera person, James Wiseman, my name is Mark Wiseman. Thank you. Have a great rest of your evening. Varsity up next.